Introduction to Project Management Leadership. What is project management leadership? Project management leadership is a special project management technique that allows the project manager to lead and manage the project team, project stakeholders, and other project participants. Project management leadership is a process by which project management can direct, guide, and influence the project team's behavior and work in order to achieve the project objectives. To be able to apply the process effectively, the project manager must understand the characteristics and features of project management leadership. What is the history of project management? Modern-day project management leadership can be traced back to the 1950s, when a number of companies began appointing one person to manage the project. In the 1950s, the project management leadership's position was established as a single point of responsibility with autonomous authority over a pool of resources. This change enabled complex projects in remote locations to be led and managed by a person on the ground. In the 1960s, nearly all of the special planning, control techniques, and project management processes we use today were developed in military and aerospace projects. These include PERT, CPM, matrix organization structures, scope management, configuration management, and earned value. The matrix organization structure was found to be particularly suited to managing multidisciplinary projects. In the 1970s, the emphasis of the project lifecycle progressively moved from implementation phase, where most of the resources were used, to the front-end design and development phase, which had the greatest potential for adding value and least amount of cost for making changes. In the 1980s, the development of the PC and project management software revolutionized planning and control calculation. Because the common database was used, it forced functional departments to share information. This sharing of information was one of the most significant changes because it integrated the departments and moved the planning and control information into the project office. In the 1990s, large companies started to adopt a management by projects approach through a project management office. This enabled the PMO to act as a center of excellence for project management leadership. In 2000, with each passing decade, the emphasis and focus on project management leadership has been influenced by the project environment, facilities, types of projects, and education. The focus is on understanding how people are involved in projects and how issues such as uncertainty and ambiguity make projects into complex situations. As a result, there is a growing need for project management leadership skills. Hence, the purpose of this book is to introduce the latest project leadership tools and techniques used to manage successful projects. Project Manager's Portfolio of Skills. Project Manager's portfolio of skills includes technical management, project entrepreneurship, project management, and project leadership. Technical management. The project manager needs technical skills together with product knowledge to design and to make the project or product. The focus is on solving technical problems, design solutions, and design configuration arrangements. Project entrepreneurship. The project manager needs entrepreneurial to spot and exploit marketable opportunities to find innovative solutions to company problems together with the networking skills to communicate with wide range of useful contacts and stakeholders. Project management. The project manager needs project management skills to set up the project management system, which will help plan and control the project throughout the project lifecycle. The focus is on achieving the objectives outlined in the project charter. Project leadership. The project manager needs project leadership skills to influence and lead the project participants, together with the vision, strategy, and determination to drive the project. The focus is on facilitation, negotiation, influencing, networking, and communication. Since we are talking about leadership, what does leadership really mean? According to the PM book, leadership means developing a vision and strategy and motivating people towards achieving that vision and strategy. According to the APM book, leadership is the ability to establish a vision and direction, to influence and align others towards a common purpose, and to empower and inspire people towards achieving project success. It enables the project to proceed in an environment of change and uncertainty. So what are the objectives of the project leaders? The objectives of the project leaders is to ensure that the project has the right people to do the job, that everyone can do their job, and then ensure that everyone is doing their job. To achieve these leadership objectives, the project leader will need a range of leadership skills, such as team selection, team building, training, coaching, mentoring, delegation, motivation, and performance monitoring and evaluation. What is project management body of knowledge? According to the PM book, body of knowledge is an inclusive term that describes the sum of knowledge within the profession and rests with the practitioners and academics that apply and advance it. What is the purpose of body of knowledge in project management? The purpose of having a body of knowledge is to identify and describe the best practices that are applicable to most projects most of the time, for which there is a widespread consensus regarding their value and usefulness. This body of knowledge is also intended to provide a common lexicon and terminology with the profession of project management nationally and internationally. The PM book subdivides project management into 10 knowledge areas. First is project scope management. The project scope management includes the processes required to ensure that the project includes all of the work and only the work needed to complete the project successfully. It is primarily concerned with defining and controlling what is and what is not included in the project, thus meeting project sponsors and project stakeholders' goals and objectives. It consists of authorization, scope planning, scope definition, scope change management, and scope verification. The second is project time management. Project time management includes the process required to ensure timely performance of the project. It consists of activity definition, activity sequencing, duration estimating, establishing the calendar, schedule development, and time control. Third is project cost management. Project cost management includes the process required to ensure that the project is completed within the approved budget. It consists of resource planning, cost estimating, cost budget, cash flow, and cost control. Fourth, project quality management. Project quality management includes the process required to ensure that the project will satisfy the needs for which it was undertaken. It consists of determining the required condition, quality planning, quality assurance, quality control, and continuous improvement. Fifth, human resource management. Human resource management includes the process required to make the most effective use of people involved with the project. It consists of organization planning, staff acquisition, and team development. Sixth, project communications management. Project communications management includes the process required to ensure proper collection and dissemination of project information. It consists of communication planning, information distribution, project meetings, progress reporting, document control, and administrative closure. Seventh, project risk management. Project risk management includes the process concerned with identifying, analyzing, and responding to project risk. It consists of risk identification, risk quantification, and impact, response development, and risk control. 8. Project procurement management. Project procurement management includes the process required to acquire goods and services from outside the performing project team or organization. It consists of procurement planning, solicitation, source selection, contract administration, and contract closeout. 9. Project integration management. Project integration management integrates the three main project management process of planning, execution, and control, where inputs from several knowledge areas are brought together. 10. Project stakeholder management. Project stakeholder management includes the processes and activities that enable the project manager to ensure that the needs and expectations of the project stakeholders and interested parties are being addressed. The PM book does not include a special knowledge for project leadership, but of its 10 knowledge areas, there are 3 knowledge areas that focuses on human factors of project management, namely human resource management, project communication management, and project stakeholder management. Human resource management. What is human resource management? According to the PM book, human resource management is the process required to make the most effective use of the people involved with the project. It consists of organization planning, staff acquisition, and team development. There are 4 knowledge areas involved in human resource management. First is plan human resource management. This is identifying and documenting project roles, responsibilities, and reporting relationships, as well as creating the staffing management plan. Second is acquire project team. This is to obtain the human resource needed to complete the project. Development project team. Improving the competencies and interaction of team members to enhance project performance. And lastly, manage project team. Tracking team members' performance, providing feedback, resolving issues, and coordinating changes to enhance project performance. So what is project communication management? It is a process required to ensure the proper collection and dissemination of project information. It consists of communication planning, information distribution, project meetings, progress reporting, and administrative closure. There are 3 knowledge areas involved in project communication management. First is plan communication management, second is manage communication, and third, control communication. For a project to be successful, it is critical that the project stakeholders are identified and their needs or expectations assessed so that the leadership plan can be developed. First area is identify the stakeholders. The second is plan stakeholder management. Third is manage stakeholder engagement. And third is control stakeholder engagement. APM book. This book focuses on the people section. which is ultimately about motivating and coordinating people into achieving the project objectives. To achieve the project objectives, the project management leaders needs various interpersonal skills to be able to interact with other people. The APM book defines interpersonal skills as the means by which people relate to and interact with other people. Therefore, project sponsors, project management leaders, and team members need to understand how to apply interpersonal skills. They must know the limits of their own ability and ensure that they are constantly reassessing their strengths and weaknesses so that they can strive to achieve their full potential. So there are two main leader styles, namely transactional leaders and transformational leaders. This time we are going to differentiate what is transactional leader and transformational leader. First is transactional leaders. Transactional leaders ensure that requirements are agreed upon and that the rewards and penalties for achievement or lack of it are understood. Transactional leadership is an exchange process to do with setting objectives and plans. Do this and you will be rewarded thus. Transactional leaders use the traditional project management approach of motivating the project team members to achieve expected levels of performance by helping them to first is recognize task responsibilities, identify goals, develop confidence in meeting desired performance levels, and lastly, understand how their needs and the rewards they desire are linked to goal achievement. As for transformational leaders do everything possible to help people succeed in their own right and become leaders themselves. They help those people to transform themselves and achieve more than what was intended or even thought possible. Transformational leaders are visionary leaders who have a vision for the future which excites and converts potential followers. Try to convince others of their vision and direction, are always visible and act as a role model, are continually motivating and rallying their followers, and lastly, are constantly doing the rounds, listening, smoothing, and in the project life cycle. Corporate vision and values phase, corporate requirements phase, business case phase, project feasibility phase, project execution phase, project communication and handover phase, operating starting phase, project disposal phase are the 10 phases of the project life cycle. These phases are linked by a common factor to make sure that all phases of the project return to the corporate vision and requirements. Project management leadership. This first chapter has made a point of highlighting that the project manager leads a portfolio of technical, managerial leadership, and entrepreneurial skills. No skills are more important than the others. Thus, all skills are equally important. It is essential that the project manager is competent in all four areas: technical skills, project management skills, including project systems, project leadership, and project entrepreneurship in order for the project to be a success. And that's all. Thank you.